Welcome to the Catholic Files with Father Sean Donnelly, pastor of Immaculate Conception Church in Madison, Ohio. Join us each week as Father Donnelly guides you on a faithful journey through the Catechism of the Catholic Church, deepening your understanding, strengthening your faith, and inspiring your walk with Christ. Whether you're a lifelong Catholic or just beginning to explore, the Catholic Files is your trusted companion for learning the truths of our faith. Now, here's Father Donnelly.
We begin a new series of readings connected with the season of Advent, which is a season that reviews the prophecies connected with the Messiah. And of course, the Messiah himself was a prophet. In fact, that was one of his early titles, a prophet or the prophet. And a prophet, Jesus was. He said many things that have come to pass. One of them being, I say to you, many will come from the east and the west, and will recline with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob at the banquet in the kingdom of heaven. What does that mean? It means people who are not Jewish. The centurion, who was the head of 100 soldiers, he was an officer in the Roman army, he was not Jewish. He was the one who asked Jesus to cure his servant. So somehow the centurion found out about Jesus and approached him, and Jesus was amazed. Jesus said, I have not found this much faith in Israel, meaning among his own people. Jesus had run into a similar thing before with the Syrophoenician woman who asked that her daughter be healed. Again, she was not Jewish. Now, the thing about the Jews was it was taboo for them to have anything to do with Gentiles. It was considered unclean if you came into contact with somebody who wasn't Jewish. So for Jesus to say to the centurion, I will go to your house and cure your servant, Jesus was stepping over the line of that taboo. But the Roman centurion, much to Jesus' surprise, said, the Lord, just say the word and my servant will be healed. The centurion had that much faith in the power of Jesus. And liturgically, we cite the Roman centurion at every Mass. We vary it a little bit, but Lord, I'm not worthy that you should enter under my roof. Only say the word, and my soul will be healed. So it also gives us, this passage also reminds us that the liturgy or the Mass is a bearer of revelation. Revelation means what God has revealed to us and is continuing to show us. I know the story of a woman who had breast cancer. She heard the gospel reading for the day, and she asked that if only she could experience what the woman in the gospel experienced. It was a different gospel. It was the woman who wanted to touch Jesus' cloak to stop her blood flow. And so the lady came up to communion and she felt the heat go through her body, which is a sign of healing very often. And she was completely cured. So the moral of the story is anytime when people are at Mass, especially, to be expectant. Sometimes people come to Mass and don't really expect anything, or maybe they go through the motions in some cases, but it's very important for us to place ourselves in these places of characters in the Scriptures who approach Jesus with very sincere requests. Lord, please heal me. We all need to be healed of something. It could be physical, it could be healing of memories. Spiritual healing is almost always in order. The thing is, Jesus is available to heal us. But he likes to hear from people. Heal me, Lord, dear Lord. And Jesus, his word is very powerful, his presence. And he reaches out to people today on a regular basis. Jesus said that people who were not among his original people would enter into the kingdom, and he means, among others, he means us. And, it's a beautiful thing to have such intimacy or access to Jesus, the Savior of the world. I'm not suggesting that if we follow Jesus, we won't have any difficulties or issues. Everybody does. I mean, look at Jesus. His ministry was not easy, and he was put to death. Only to say that Jesus is real. He does work today. He wants to hear from us, and he does heal people in any way he sees fit. So we place ourselves in the position of this centurion, who was really a man of faith of all people. Lord, I am not worthy that you should enter under my roof. Only say the word. I will be healed.
Thank you for joining us on the Catholic Files with Father Sean Donnelly. We hope today's journey through the Catechism has brought you closer to the heart of our faith. Be sure to tune in next week for another enlightening episode. Until then, may God's peace be with you and your loved ones. The Catholic Files, your guide to growing in faith, hope, and love. Also, we would like to invite you to Immaculate Conception Catholic Church in Madison, Ohio, this weekend. Come and celebrate the Holy Mass every Saturday at 4 p.m. and Sundays at 8:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. All are welcome.